Welcome to In Edina, a program about the people, places, and activities all in the city of Edina. And a special hello for this holiday show brought to you from Southdale Center. I'm your host, Lillian McDonald, with my very special guest, Santa Dan.
That's me. Ho, ho, ho.
Happy holidays, Santa.
Thank you,
and
same to you.
Thanks so much for joining us. We've got some special gifts and guests to share. Let's get started.
All right.
Well, no doubt this is the time to go shopping for your holiday family and friends, and there are many gift ideas here at Southdale Center with more than 160 stores to choose from. To help us narrow it all down, we're joined by the marketing director for Southdale Center, Anne Marie Cookson. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you. Thank you for being here with us.
You put together a beautiful table of suggestions, and we really appreciate the ideas because, you know, it's hard to come up with new ideas every year.
Well, I've got a great team, and we scurried around, and we're really going to show you some fun items.
Well, let's start with some fun, including some games, because I know one of the traditions in some families is to just get around the table and enjoy some games together.
That's right. This is a beautiful set of authentic casino-style poker chips. Clay, feel how heavy these are, from World Poker Store. This is complemented by a wonderful plastic set of indestructible cards. Really be fun for kids and or adults.
So this is kind of like the real deal here.
This is the real deal. This is really wonderful.
Comes with instructions for Texas Hold'em and probably Go Fish cards too.
That's right. It's about a $200 set with a $20 set of gift cards to go with, or playing cards to go with.
Wonderful. Nice gift, or buy it for the family so you have some fun around the table.
Absolutely.
Now, for those that like electronics, you have many things to choose from, especially with stores like the Apple Store here in the mall. But let's talk a little bit about these two items.
Absolutely. Everyone knows about the iPhone at the Apple Store, which I don't have to show today, but I do have some wonderful navigational systems from Radio Shack. They feature about 8 of them. We have the Mio and the Magellan today, and this is a system that can come off of your dashboard, help you get to your wherever you're going. Walk the dog, get to the party on time. It's a wonderful electronic device.
So this is a GPS activated system, and that means that you can get directions anywhere, anytime.
That's right.
Oh, that's great.
You can program in your coordinates, and it'll tell you how to get where you're going.
And you can actually take it with you.
You actually can.
So you don't have to be in the car all the time.
That's right.
Oh, love that idea.
Yeah, it's a great gift item.
This one, too, I noticed comes with an MP3 player, which is hot for those that are really into music and things, too. So it doubles as some music as well as some directions.
That's right. And they're available from around $250 to $390.
Wonderful. Clothing is always in, year-round, actually, but here's a celebratory item.
We like to call this our Uber Celebrity T-shirt from Len Droskin's clearance store. This is a wonderful women's T-shirt. Look at the detail on the emblem. Just very fun with the gold painted lame on there. It's really a great T-shirt for those who are fashionable on your list, or young or old.
Of course, there's many clothing stores here too, but this is just one that we were able to share today. Now, children, I know they love these things. This is like this Nintendo game thing that I've never done before. But
the Wii system came out last holiday season, and it's still one of the hottest items on the market. And this is unique to the gaming system because it uses sensory devices, and your arms are the joystick. If you move your arms or your hands, the system will respond on the screen.
So no more like this now.
That's right.
You're actually, so you're a part of the game.
You are kind of a part of the game.
Wow, that's great. And of course you have lots of different games from which families can choose from.
They have different videos at Games and Go. You can buy new, or you can buy gently used, and they're all wonderful games. This plays games going way back in the Nintendo catalog of game history.
Wow, that's great. Now, jewelry's on my Christmas list this year, that's for sure. And you have brought some beautiful, stunning pieces. We're going to start with this one right here.
We have an absolutely outstanding diamond amethyst and peridot pendant in 14-karat white gold from Benbridge Jewelers. Benbridge has been around for almost 100 years. It's out of Seattle, and we have it here at Southdale. We're very proud to have such a wonderful jewelry store here in the mall.
Boy, I tell you what, this piece is definitely going to show up on anybody's
Isn't that
outfit.
great?
Wow, that's gorgeous. Tell us about this one here.
This is the signature diamond pendant in platinum. It's 1-carat diamond. It's a circular pendant, just a stunning necklace for all ages.
Is for the men?
The Tag Heuer stainless steel mother of pearl diamond dial watch.
That's absolutely gorgeous.
Stunning.
And over here we have another stone.
A diamond and green quartz ring in 14-karat white gold. It's got a 1/3 carat weight diamond in that gorgeous ring.
So it seems as though the white gold and the platinum is just really in right now.
It really is. It's absolutely beautiful.
And
that's
this would look really nice later on down the holiday season, maybe to wear on New Year's Eve.
Absolutely. That's a pendant that can be worn. It's a very hot look right now, and it will be around forever.
You know, what's nice about these gifts, too, is they also have some sentimental value. Of course, jewelry is awesome. But for holiday season, too, they dress you up, and then you have a memory piece that you can pass on for traditions along the way.
That's so true, and we're so grateful to them for showing pieces that are simply timeless and ageless.
And this little guy goes with it.
Little Benny Bear. For any purchase over $180 at Ben Bridge, you can get a little gift purchase attached to that gorgeous pendant.
Now this is a stunning bag too.
Isn't that something else? That is a very unique bag offered today from Sani's women's store, and they have been known forever for their outerwear, their beautiful women's cruise lines and dress wear, but this is a unique bag that is actually sewn, hand embroidered by tsunami survivors, and the profits from selling these bags go actually back to the victims of the tsunamis.
I love that. I think that is absolutely super, and the bag feels really, really good.
Very substantial.
It might go well with this outfit.
Isn't that a fun holiday or New Year's Eve outfit from Arden B? We just absolutely love that rolled collar. It's just darling, and the beautiful jeweled buttons are very in for the holidays right now. And if you want to open that coat a little bit, you'll see just a darling gold dress with a fun bangle necklace.
Set for New Year's Eve, that's for sure.
That's a great item right now. It's hot for young women and for those who still can look good in that no matter what age they are.
And for those that can't find a thing to buy in the mall, which I know there are individuals out there that just can't, you can always put it on credit, right?
You can. There is a new card in town, and we want everybody to know about the Simon Visa gift card. We are just ecstatic to have a new card available in $20 to $500 denominations. For a $2 handling fee, you can have a fully loaded Visa gift card that's usable anywhere in the world that Visa debit cards are accepted.
Now this is a great stocking stuffer, especially for the hard to buy for folks.
This is a wonderful way to enjoy your holidays. Spend your whole money, spend all of your money on this and be done. You know?
And keep it easy too. Just say, hey, yeah, here it is. Let's go out for the day and go shopping. But you don't have to just buy things here.
That's correct. While most people do tend to use their gift cards that they get in the mall, the fact of the matter is this is available for use anywhere where Visa Visa debit cards are accepted in the world. So this is available millions of locations.
So you can spend it on the things you need every day too.
Absolutely.
Gas.
This is for groceries. This is for gas. This is for corporate gift giving. We have corporations that buy hundreds and thousands of gift cards, and it's a wonderful way to tell people that you care and let them have the choice that they want to make.
Well, for businesses that can give employees a little incentives, that's a great gift idea.
Absolutely. Just call Southdale Center and we will help you place that gift card order right over the telephone. We can hand deliver the gift cards to you, and it's a really wonderful gift.
We're talking about gifts to give, but we also give to organizations that give to others, and the Susan Komen Cure Card is also available, right?
That's exactly right. For the standard Visa gift card is a $2 handling fee. The Susan G. Komen is an additional $1. For $3, $1 goes to the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation.
Wonderful.
Simon supports that, and we're very happy to give that to the public.
Wonderful. Wow, you have shown off some beautiful items. I thank you so much for your time. I wish you the best this holiday season, and I'll show you what I got for Christmas in the new year.
That sounds great. Hopefully it's a Visa gift card.
Happy holidays.
So much.
There's a local business in town that gives a gift from the heart, and I'd love to tell you about it right now because it's really special what you're doing. Joining us from Edina Bike and Sport is the owner of the store, Carl Goldbranson. Carl, this is really special. You're taking in bikes that are no longer in use because children may have outgrown them or adults are tired of them, they're worn out or moved on to something else, and you're fixing them up and giving them to those who maybe can't afford to have their own bike.
Exactly. We have customers who are very generous, and they ask us to find homes for these bikes, and we're able to refurbish them and make them operate safely and find a good home for them through the city of Edina this year. We've been doing the program for 2 years, and the city has stepped up to make it a citywide program now.
I absolutely love this concept. This is great because, you get these bikes and they are expensive to start with, and you use them, and maybe you move on to something else, but here you can still keep the gift going.
Well, I grew up in a family with 7 kids, and hand-me-downs were sort of our modus operandi. It was new to me, and I find it very difficult to not find a good home for used equipment. And as you can see by this bike here, that it it looks practically new.
And this is a typical example here.
Yes.
Of what you've got. You know, a toddler who's outgrown it and moved on. You fix it up, which what do you do to fix it up?
Well, we make sure the tires hold air and the bike operates safely, the brakes work, the shifters work. We accept, you know, children's bikes, juvenile bikes, as well as adult bikes. And the more sophisticated the bike, there's more adjustments with the shifters and the brakes. But basically make sure the bike will pass a safety inspection. And then we try to get a helmet for the kids also so they can operate the bike, you know.
Because they should. I mean,
right.
Wear helmets for safety. I mean, that's just how it works.
The brain is the only part of your body that you can't rehab.
Yeah. What about, how do you go about getting these bikes in the hands of families who might need them?
Well, we're asking city residents or people within the area to drop the bikes off at Edina Bike and Sport, and we'll give them a donation certificate that they can deduct the value of that donation from their taxes. We'll store them in our warehouse through the fall, and we refurbish them, and right before Christmas we get them to the appropriate agencies to distribute to children who can match the sizes.
And I know you're working with the City of Edina, and they coordinate some of the giveaways through faith-based organizations and other community-based organizations.
Right, we'll work with the local churches. The Edina Fire Department's collecting toys for Veep, and in the past we've donated the bikes to those organizations.
And just imagine if you wake up on Christmas morning and there you have a nice shiny new bike that's new to you. And
yes.
and what a great gift. Your family might not have been able to afford it, but you know, you've got one now.
The exciting part for the kids is it's their first chance at freedom. They can,
I remember
they can go
that.
some places, and you'll always, that experience stays with you for a lifetime.
Oh, what a great special gift. And you actually donate the time, all your staff, and the
right.
parts, and
right.
everything goes into it. That's a lot to give.
If someone doesn't have a bike to donate and they would like to make a cash contribution to buy helmets or parts, we can accept those at Edina Bike. And we're located next to Snuffy's Malt Shop. That seems to be a landmark that everyone can identify.
Yeah, because helmets you can't really fix.
Right.
Because you want that to be brand new if you can, so that it's, you know, it's good for the right fit.
A bike helmet's basically good for one crash. They're made out of foam now, and they absorb the impact by breaking apart.
Yeah.
So yeah, helmets should be new.
Carl, I thank you so much for your generous donation to young people everywhere with your gifts. And if folks want to give bikes away, they should contact your shop or
right.
the City of Edina.
922-BIKE is our phone number.
All right.
And they can contact the city, and they'll direct them to the appropriate locations.
They'll make sure families have something special under the Christmas tree this year.
Absolutely.
And that's really great. Thank you so much, Carl. I really appreciate it. Well, 'tis the season for celebrations, and sometimes we need a little bit of help in choosing just exactly what to serve. And joining us to talk about that is Steve Grousman. Thank you very much for joining us from Edina Liquor Store.
Thank you for having me.
And we should mention this is a city-owned liquor store.
Correct, yeah. We have 3 stores in Edina. They go back to the early 50s, and they're located around the city near grocery stores, so nice and convenient.
And the difference between the city-owned and a privately owned is the city actually gets back.
The profit, yes. We generate about $11 million a year in business. $1 million of that is in net profit, which goes back to help Braemar Ice Arena, the Edina Arts Center. The rest will go into a general fund to help parks and roads and things like that.
And it's not just about the money, though, too.
No, it's about controlling the sale of alcohol. Okay. And we're real sticklers on keeping minors out of the store. We also don't sell kegs in Edina due to the increased effect of having kids buy liquor underage. So.
Sure. And you're the liquor director who puts all of this work together. For the Edina Liquor Store system. Yes. And you also offer a service, and the service is to help folks like me who come in and say, I don't know what to serve with this meal or that.
Definitely, yeah. We've got a knowledgeable staff that's ready and waiting to help even in this busy time around the holidays. So seek us out, and we're more than willing to make a suggestion or a recommendation on
some
what
recipes
wine.
call for a sherry or a particular wine as well,
Yep,
or brandies, burgundies.
Yep.
So it's kind of helpful to come in and pick out just the right kind.
Definitely, that's what we're here for.
It's wonderful. Now, gift giving is also something that people do, and they like to give wines and other spirits.
Yes.
And you brought some samples. Let's talk about this one.
The first one we have here is an O'Shaughnessy Howell Mountain Cabernet. It retails for around $90 a bottle. Very limited. We believe it goes back. There's some relations to the O'Shaughnessy theater.
Huh, wonderful. This is a curious
That is a Milagro Romance. There's 2 tequilas in the bottle. The inside teardrops are Añejo tequila. The outside is Reposado. Retails for around $140 a bottle.
Wow, that's an interesting gift there.
The next one we have is the Marquis Phillips Shiraz, 2002 vintage. It retails for about $90 a bottle also. And again, very limited. I think we have 2 left in stock.
Wow, so you carry the limited editions as well,
We
and
do.
you can order as well if you have enough
Yes, if there's
lead
something
time.
special that someone needs, we certainly can check into it. We deal with 50 wholesalers, so sometimes it takes a while to figure out who's got what. The last one we have is a Joseph Phelps Insignia. Every year it's one of the top-rated California cabs coming out of that area. Retails for about $190 a bottle. Very, very limited.
Wonderful. Now this is really unique.
Yes, Louis XIII Cognac retails for around $200 a bottle. It's a 50 ml size. The normal size is a 750 milliliter. Retails for around $1,400. So a much better bargain, but still very costly.
So you can say, well, you could have had this, but this is what you're going to
I
get.
think that's something you probably put on the bar and leave it there.
And you were saying this is about how much is this, the smaller
About
version?
$200.
Okay, great. But that's a nice little gift idea for
Definitely,
somebody that
for
likes
someone
cognac
that
too.
wanted, a bottle of Louis Trey and can't afford the big
The
bottle.
real deal.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
wow. Well, we really appreciate you bringing these ideas. And if folks want to get a look at your inventory, they can do that on the web.
On the web, yeah. If you go to www.edinaliquor.com, you can get to our Wine Connect site on our website, and you can order wine online. It doesn't have the liquor or the beer, but you can order wine online, which will be processed at our York store and picked up there.
Okay, great. Well, we thank you very much for your advice. I know I'll be stopping in to figure out just exactly what to serve
We
this year.
appreciate the business.
You bet. Thank you very much for
Thank
joining
you.
us. Happy holidays.
Same to you. Thank you.
Well, it's important to have alternatives to offer at celebrations, and here to talk to us about some sober alternatives during the celebrations that we're going to be attending this holiday season are 3 guests. First joining us are Kathy Iverson. She is the Chemical Health Coordinator for the City of Edina, and she brought 2 representatives from Edina High School's Sober Squad. They are Claire Woldrich on the end, and in between us is Taylor Erickson. Thanks for joining us. Happy holidays.
Well, same to you.
We appreciate it. Talk a little bit about your role as the Chemical Health Coordinator and this message.
Well, I am part of a coalition, a substance abuse prevention coalition in Edina called Edina Chemical Health Partners. And we are about promoting healthy lifestyles and healthy choices for all of our citizens. And one of the things that we do is we have a booth at the Edina Art Fair every summer where we sell punch drinks, and we'd like to demonstrate one of those today. It's a wonderful non-alcoholic beverage. It adds to the party festivities because there are people who, for many reasons, choose not to drink alcohol.
Well, this is kind of nice too because it's a recipe with it's a healthy recipe because it has fruit juices in it, number one, and it also is a little bit lower on the carbonation. I'm an individual who doesn't drink carbonated drinks, for instance, and so it's something different from your usual Coke, Pepsi, and all. Let's go ahead and start with the punch. Claire, what is in the recipe?
In this punch recipe, we have 1 can of pineapple orange frozen juice, a can of cranberry frozen juice, and 1 of lemonade, and then you add 2 bottles of ginger ale and a pitcher of water.
Why don't you go ahead and pour it all in there? I think it's going to be just fine. Just stir it all up, pour it all in there, and put the water in. Kathy, why don't you go ahead and add some water in there too? And Taylor, this punch, you like it, obviously. Yeah. It's a sweet treat, and you actually sell this? Is that right, at some of the events?
We do at the Edina Art Fair, and we also give away recipes, and those recipes are going to be available both on the web, the City of Edina website, as well as I think on the screen too. So this one is called Holiday Punch.
Okay, Holiday Punch. Taylor, the Sober Squad group at Edina High School, how many members are there?
Right now we have around 100. We used to have like 30 and it's just grown over the years.
Okay, so this is a group of students that essentially attend parties
Yes, we
and choose not to drink at
Yep.
parties. Okay,
and
great.
stay chemical free from other stuff too.
No, when you say chemical free, what do you mean by that?
Like alcohol and drugs should just stay sober altogether.
So Claire, you're mingling at these parties and you're actually role modeling at the same time.
It's nice to be a role model for not only younger kids, but also kids in our own school and our peers around us.
So when you're encountering your friends and things like that maybe are drinking, How do you handle that?
Most of them, they understand. We make a goal for ourselves ahead of time before we get to those parties or social events. And, you know, we just tell them that we don't want to take part in that. And they respect us for the most part.
And Taylor, you offer a resource, though, too, to those individuals who may choose to drink and maybe they shouldn't be driving. You offer the rides, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. That's a great activity. It's at Edina High School only, right? So if folks want to sign up and get involved, they should contact a Sober Squad member?
Sober Squad or Matt Nielsen. Yep.
Who's serving the punch? Because we still need to have a channel. Why don't you guys work on that while I ask Kathy this next question about some ideas we can do during the holiday season to support your missions.
Wonderful. One of the things that Claire mentioned was the idea of planning ahead, and I think that's one of the things we encourage folks to do is to plan ahead for those guests who can't, for whatever reason, drink alcohol. And if in fact somebody does have too much to drink, take it upon yourself as a responsible host to have them stay overnight. You can call a cab for them, have someone else drive them home. But again, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, they promote these red ribbons at the holiday time, reminding us not to drink and drive.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. And those ribbons are tied on by individuals. You guys, you're going to have to share this one. Kathy and I are going to share this one. I say we have a toast to the holidays and to a safe holiday season. Thanks a lot for all your work.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And for joining us on In Edina. Cheers. You know, Minnesota is due for a great big snow, and I know these guys are all ready for all amounts of snow because they'll make sure our streets are clean and our sidewalks are as well, and same for the parking lots, for goodness sakes. Joining us are the street foremen from the City of Edina Public Works Department. We have John Shearer and Sean Anderson. Thanks a lot for joining us. Happy holidays.
Same to you.
Same to you.
Really
Thank you for having
appreciate
us.
it. Let's talk about how you make the decision to get going, get on those streets.
Well, typically we're watching the media hype these storms as they come at us. In our case, using a lot of internet and live weather channels on that, watching storms as they come towards us. We'll make a call, get trucks out early.
Before the snow flies then, so they're in
absolutely.
position around the
Absolutely.
streets?
You
Great.
bet.
So it's not really the amount of snow that you're looking for, it's how people are reacting to what's going on as well.
Correct.
Okay.
Like I said, if the roads will go out ahead of a storm, do some pre-salting. As the storm rolls in, we typically try to have trucks out addressing the slipperiness that's out there.
What are you putting on the streets to address that slipperiness?
The city uses predominantly salt. We've switched to that. We still have sand available for ice storms, but we use salt and chemicals, which is salt brine, and we put that down and we try to stop that bond from snow onto the pavement. And,
Do you have like a temperature that you're looking for so that snow gets going or that salt gets going on the street, or what makes that stuff work anyway?
when we add the salt brine to the salt, we spray it on as it comes onto the spinner of the truck and then goes on the street. That activates the salt immediately.
Oh, good.
And
Is
it
there a
gets it to
temperature
work.
when it's just not going to work?
You get below 15 degrees and salt works very minimal.
Okay.
You
Well,
can't rely
fortunately,
on
we
it.
don't have too many days like that.
Hopefully not.
And you are using some sand for traction. From
We
time
keep
to
sand
time.
on hand for that black ice situation when it's really cold, or we have basically a lot of ice that we can't melt through. We need to get traction on top of that ice for cars.
Okay. Now I know you calibrate the trucks to make sure that they're all dropping in simultaneous amounts, or not simultaneous, but even amounts, right?
Yes, we have a snow day once a year where we kind of get our guys back in the mode for snow. We take the equipment out to Braemar parking lot and we put some salt in it. Actually, it was a bright sunny day this year. It was actually warm, and we actually spread salt in that parking lot. We make sure all the sanders and spinners are doing just what we want them to do.
Great.
So one guy isn't spreading a lot and one guy's spreading too little.
How many folks are out there, and what's an all-out snow event in the city of Edina?
An all-out for us involves approximately 30 personnel. We're using those from all departments throughout the city. Our park department, we have electricians out, sign shop.
So when it's real bad, you're all out with everybody on deck.
Absolutely.
And you're not just handling streets, you're also handling ramps and sidewalks, right?
Exactly. The city maintains three ramps, so we have to clear that top deck and all entrances. The Southdale area right here has a large senior population that depends on that sidewalk as much as the street. So we have guys that are working on that with the street. We treat them just like a street. We try to get them there as fast as we can and clear them sidewalks.
The turnaround time is always interesting. People are always like, when are those plows coming? But really, you're not only out there, but you are on a deadline to get the job done. How fast does it take?
And that will vary from storm to storm. You know,
ballpark?
obviously you can take an inch and a half off faster
Quicker.
than 8 inches of snow. We typically shoot for a window of 6 to 8 hours. Some deeper snows will take us 10 hours. We've had the superstorm of 91, if people recall that. I mean, it literally took us 2 days to open up the cities. But
Yeah, that's
there again,
understandable when the snow's really that bad.
Absolutely.
What about how we can help you? I know, rule of thumb, when we're on the roads and we see you and your trucks, stay back, stay alive. But we also want us off the streets at certain times during the year. What's the ordinance here in the city for that?
Here in the city, our ordinance through the winter months, which would be from November 1st to the 1st of April, or March 31st. There's absolutely no parking on the road overnight from 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. In addition to that, there's no parking on any roadway if there's an accumulation of an inch and a half of snow or more.
Okay, and just for good measure, it's pass on the left, not on the right, because you've got equipment that's coming way out on the right of your snowplow.
Good point. We have wings on our vehicles that actually stick out of the right side of the truck 8 to 10 feet. They're plowing snow, and as that snow comes over the top of the wing, it just looks like a snow cloud. If a vehicle's attempting to pass on the right, they're looking for trouble.
So stay back, stay alive, help each other out, and you know what? Have a great snow season. I'm looking forward to it. I know I'm looking forward to seeing you guys out there and playing in the snow too.
Appreciate it.
Happy
Thank
holidays,
you.
guys. Thanks so much for
Same to
joining
you.
us.
Thank you.
Thanks again.
Well, Santa, there certainly were a lot of great gifts here from Southdale Center.
Yes, there was.
And our guests all did a very good job, too.
They did.
Great.
Very good.
And you're pretty good, too.
Well, thank you very much. I
Say
appreciate
hello to
that.
all of our viewers.
Hello, all you viewers, and Merry Christmas.
And happy holidays, too. Thanks so much for joining us, Santa Dan, all our guests and gifts, and thanks to Southdale Center for having us here. I'm Lillian McDonald, your host for In Edina. We'll see you in the new year.